What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Parties here, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. When we left off, we were getting down in the nitty-gritty of who's going to be the killer, and we were like, it's gonna be the assassin man. And it's not the assassin man. It's apparently. Yes, but we're thinking that's probably going to be the warden after that theory we had last time with the bell and the confiscation and all that stuff. But then we have her motive as well. So let's get a little more on how is he really not the killer? Could Doggin's testimony actually be true? This can't be.
Could really use Phoenix's Magatama right about now.
Yeah.
Okay. In hindsight, I should have warmed up with my British accent before doing this.
Oops.
Overruled.
There you
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S,
You don't have to do a whole warm-up.
You're like, no. It seems this is sufficient enough not to warrant any further explanation. As it stands, you have not changed the state of this case. I believe this is more than enough reason for us to relieve you of your badge. To save any needless fuss, I suggest you hand over your badge now.
This is bad, sir. This sounds serious. It's forgettable, but with those prints of decisive evidence, I'll have to rethink my logic from step one.
But there's still many unexplained things. Why would Mr. Knightley be carrying a chisel?
It could be used for many things, perhaps even prison escapes.
Well then, how did he carry it into the prison? I mean, the prisoners aren't even allowed cutlery. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Huh?
Even if your reasoning is off at first, you shouldn't let that confuse you. The most important thing is to arrive at the truth. Isn't that right? It doesn't matter how you get there. The end result is to save Simon. We have to do everything we can for his sake.
Well said, Kay. Oh. Nice one, Kay. I want to sketch for the law firm now.
Oh boy.
Remember what Uncle Ray said, a defense attorney never gives up? Miles, do you understand the true meaning behind those words?
The true meaning of Christmas.
The true meaning of those words? Defense attorneys carry the fate of their clients on their shoulders. You're the only person your client can rely on. Just like with Mr. Keys. We're the only ones who can save him now. We are linked by fate to our clients. That's why we must never give up. There's no way Uncle Ray can go against the teachings of Gregory. So, what do you do? Currently, I'm a defense attorney's assistant. No one assists at my father's firm. I've made a commitment to this case, therefore, if I don't save my client, I cannot say I've achieved it. I'll abide by this to save Simon Keys. No matter how many times my logic fails, I will always find another possibility.
Okay, you're finally back. Well then, let's search for that other possibility. To start with, do you think there was a way Mr. Knightley could have brought the chisel into the prison?
The method Knightley used to bring the chisel into the prison was...
the chessboard.
I'm just gonna make sure there's anything else that doesn't make sense. Yeah, nothing else. Okay, so...
Even though the chessboard, you know... Yeah.
None of the metal objects can be brought into the detention center or the prison.
They'd just be caught by the security gate.
However, there is one way to avoid this, and that is if they're sent in a package to the detention center.
That case is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check.
So they don't use a metal detector for that?
This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless.
Knowing this, Knightley asked Simon to send him a package, namely a chessboard containing the chisel.
Well, this has solved one of our problems. The fact that the chisel was not Mr. Doggin's, but Mr. Knightley's.
Okay. Given this, one major issue remains. The security camera shows a dog attacking the victim. As long as that exists, I'll maintain that Doggin is the killer. But Doggin never touched the murder weapon. I'm stumped.
We also desire a conclusion to this matter.
Mr. Edgeworth, we can use one of my secret weapons, sir. Secret weapon number 4. The video analyzing machine, Mr. Analysis.
Mr. Analysis.
What's with that ridiculous name? I named him myself, sir. Let's analyze video footage in detail.
Mr. Analysis.
Go ahead. You'll soon see I'm not lying.
That sounds like a superhero.
Yeah. I don't know what will come of this, but all we can do now is investigate. It's the name of the game, to investigate.
It is I, Mr. Analysis.
Do you know how to use Mr. Analysis? A video analysis machine. Should I hear how to use it? I have no idea what the hell's about to happen, so yes, we need this. Detective Gumshoe, could you show me how to use it?
Why would we know how to use it?
Fundamentally, it's the same as investigating a crime scene. You just examine anything that piques your curiosity. To examine it, just press the X button. Now I'd like you to look at the buttons below the monitor. Left and right buttons will rewind and fast forward respectively.
Oh, we've done this.
Kind of. The only time we really did anything like this was for the Blue Badger, but we couldn't zoom in on that one. Where this one allows us to zoom in, apparently.
Oh, nice.
And the center button lets you pause the video. Let's make it useful to advance our investigation, sir. To run and fast forward, I use the Y and A buttons. And to pause, I use the B button. What a nightmare. Well, pause, you can go to the previous frame or the next frame. Oh, wait, pause, you go from previous frame to next frame. You just use the same left and right button as before, sir. Next, I'll explain how to zoom in. Just point the cursor there you want to zoom in on. Press the button on the upper left of Mr. Analysis. The one that says Zoom Plus. I don't know why I need to Zoom Plus, but...
to be extra.
It seems I can also use L button to zoom in. And after you zoomed in, you can examine it just like you would the original image.
Oh, that's why, because zoom minus. Like
Use
magnify and...
Yeah, to zoom in and zoom out. Because they couldn't fit it in there, so... Use the previous frame and the next frame buttons to examine frame by frame. But you can't actually play back the video in this mode. What was that? Oh, it's Aqua. God dang it. As soon as I was like, wait, that registered in my brain.
Because you said frame by frame, and I just went...
You did.
I went with it. Do you blame me?
No, I would have done the same thing if I was paying attention. The video in this mode, so keep that in mind. You can't actually play back the video in this mode. And what should I do if I want to zoom out? Just press the left button on Mr. Analysis again, sir. Now I should say zoom minus.
Sounds cool, right?
And that concludes the explanation, sir. Well then, let's turn on Mr. Analysis. Use Mr. Analysis to examine any suspicious part of the video, sir. There's the video from the detention center's camera. I believe this was the moment when Knightley was being attacked by the dog. If that wasn't the case, then what does it show? Is the person in this video really Knightley? And what is the true form of the black silhouette attacking this person? I checked the video and try to find the answers to these two questions.
It was Sirius Black.
There could be unexpected things in unexpected places. So be sure to check every nook and cranny of the video, sir. Alright, so what part of the video was strange? Alright, I want to pause quick. That's not the pause. B? B is pause. Alright, so I know that we're going to see some stuff going on over here with the flying out, but I do remember when we were first seeing it that there was a reflection in the mirror, so I also want to try and check that out, because that might give us... Yes, but it was so quick and we couldn't go back to it, so I wasn't sure what was going on. But from here, we'll wrong frame by frame, but frame by frame to the extreme.
One
by one.
Okay,
maybe I can hit play. Oh!
Whoa!
Okay, so let's let me number one, I'm gonna back up.
It's just such a blur.
It is, but I'll examine it still. Ooh, I should probably zoomed in first. Nothing here. I should have another look at the video. Maybe I'll find something to make use of the zoom feature.
Yeah, in other words, it's saying zoom in, you dumbass.
Zoom? It's a cat.
What is that?
That looks like a cat.
That's the bear.
This is...
That's Rocky.
Yeah.
From his cell.
Polar bears are vicious, man. I fear we've made a grave miscalculation. This animal, the silhouette, no matter how you look at it, it's not a dog. This animal is...
a bear.
Bear
That's
pig
Rocky.
man? Man bear pig?
Oh no. Yeah, don't, it's not.
It had a bear and a pig, and I was like, uh-oh, my brain went...
My baby.
My baby.
Oh god.
What? From the silhouette, I'd say the animal is not a dog, but a bear.
So then, in that photo I took...
Those footprints must have belonged to this bear.
I was gonna say they looked way more bear-like than
Yeah, they didn't
dog-like.
look like dog footprints, and I wanted to say that too, but I was like, but what else would it be? I forgot about the bear that was with that man. Huh? Did you say a bear?
Which makes total sense because it's in that room.
Yeah. Yes, that man is the first to come to mind. Now that we know this black shadow wasn't a dog but a bear, there's a good possibility that the man being attacked is not Knightley. Whatever can show that this man isn't Knightley should be somewhere in the video, wouldn't it, sir?
Sure.
Since his face is not visible, it would be difficult to get direct confirmation. However, perhaps there is something indirectly reflected. Something reflected? Hey, isn't that man that self, sir? Like I was talking about. Indeed. Yep. That could be worth examining. Alright, let's get back to let's go back to the front.
It's playing again.
Yep, it's going back from the beginning, so. Alright, so. We need to go back still some, but not yet. Nothing here. Hang on. I keep hitting the wrong buttons because I gotta learn the way that it's set up. So let's try searching again. Stop it. Yes, what part of the video is strange? Alright, how do I go back? Is it Y? Y is how I go back. So, I need to pay attention to see if we can get a glimpse of a face. Okay, nothing there. So, A.
Let's see, it looks like a guard.
Let me try and see if I can hit that, because I thought the same thing too, like that's a guard hat, possibly. A reflection of this person can be seen in this mirror. Is that a cap on his head? Actually looks kind of like the caps that prison guards wear, sir.
Like, I could even tell from the uniform, like the shirt and the pants.
Yeah, I also
everything.
thought it didn't match quite right, but you don't think it was a guard who was attacked?
It absolutely was.
Have you received a report of any guard being attacked by an animal? No, not that I've heard of, sir. Then it was someone else wearing a guard's uniform.
Oh.
I see. I have evidence that shows what this cap is. It is, what we do? The stolen uniform? Stolen uniform, that's right. There was no report of a guard being attacked by an animal. However, we did hear that a guard's uniform was stolen. Putting two and two together, I'd say this was a disguise for the purpose of a prison escape. Disguised as a guard? That sounds like it could have been successful, sir. Speaking of prison escapes. Indeed, that person certainly was successful. We were all under the impression that the person in this video was Knightley.
But it's his cell after all. Wait, yeah, but it's his cell. Oh, yeah. But it's his cell after all. Sorry, wrong inflection.
You're good.
But why would it be anyone else?
That line of logic no longer holds. Remember the tunnel under his bed? It's possible whoever used this tunnel is the one in this video.
It seems it is time to answer that question. Just who is the person in this video?
The person in this video is...
Elbert.
J. Elbert.
That's why it jumped on him, so it would go around his neck.
Yep. The person wearing the guard uniform is... the escaped prisoner, J. Elbert. The probability is extremely high. His pet is a polar bear cub. A cute one at that.
Yeah, but the bear here is black.
We have evidence that can explain this matter. The reason the polar bear became black is...
the dirt.
Should we use the rubber glove that has all the, it's just about the tunnel. I think we should use the glove because the animals get rubbed in the stuff.
Too.
So, yeah.
Forgot about that.
Think back to Frank Salt's testimony.
Forgot the whole mud thing.
Yeah. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Where did the mud on this glove come from? That's the mud from my mud packs. At the time I was practicing applying the mud packs. Can you tell me when this took place on the day of the incident? As the animal show had started, I'd say it was around 9 a.m. The mud packs turned the animal's bodies pitch black, and my heart was pure white. I was totally engrossed with covering the animals in mud. During the animal show, Mr. Salt was applying mud packs to the animals.
So then, among those animals...
was this polar bear? Yes.
Oh. Prosecutor Edgeworth, there is a huge contradiction in your argument. The security camera footage...
Judge Courtney, you're quite right. Saw it use the mud packs during the animal show. Knowing this, a new contradiction in the video comes to light.
New contradiction?
Okay, do you know when this footage was taken?
It was after the mud packs were used. That would put it around 9 a.m.?
In that case, you should notice something strange about this video.
Huh? What's strange about it?
I'll assume it's the timestamp. Yeah, it's not like 6:42.
6:42.
Pause. Zoom.
There we go.
Present.
You didn't do it on it very well.
They know what I'm doing. The time slot covered the polar bear in mud was around 9 a.m., which means this video should have been taken at 9 a.m. However, the timestamp reads 6 a.m.
Well, technically almost 7.
On that day, the prisoners went to the courtyard to watch the animal show. At this time, only 3 people remained behind. Doggin in the special cell, Salt in the workroom applying his mud packs, and the one who put his escape plan in motion at that moment, Jay Elbert.
Yeah, that was the third seat that they were talking about before.
Elbert left the polar bear and saw its care and entered the secret tunnel. It's so cute.
Aww.
However, the bear escaped from Saw It and followed after its owner.
They got a polar bear run cycle pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Because they do that trudging run.
And just as he was chasing after the escaped prisoner, Saw It happened to witness the dog pulling the murder weapon out of the body. If Saw's testimony is correct, this video must have been taken at around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is off by 3 hours.
Why would the timestamp be off like that?
Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to examine the security camera. On it, sir. Holy shit, we're running in New York time instead of California time. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I asked all the guards and, well, I got nothing, pal. It seems the camera's power was cut off for a moment, throwing off the timestamp. What? The camera's an old model, so if it loses power, the clock stops as well. In that case, this means the camera's power was cut for 3 hours.
That's a big issue.
Yes, it is. Well, I made it. I got some more information for you, sir. You heard that Natalie denied stealing the key, right? It seems nobody would believe the words of a criminal, but, Natalie testified, I was knocked out too. That may not necessarily be a lie.
My, there you all are.
Hi.
Making progress in your investigation. Can I be of any help?
Actually, Warden Rowland, there is something we must report to you. The escaped prisoner, Jay Elbert, is most likely still inside the prison. He has disguised himself. Here is the proof.
You said that weird.
I didn't think there was going to be a pause there, and then there was. So I was like, shit, they have sentence in it already.
He disguised himself. Here's the proof.
The person visible in this security video is Elbert. So perhaps he's still in this very building.
Come to think of it, didn't Mr. Elbert have a bracelet like the other prisoners?
The bracelet would have been concealed under the uniform sleeves. Moreover, the prison's main gate does not have a sensor to detect bracelets. All he would have to do is avoid any doors with sensors inside the prison.
But that's right, so if he didn't enter the cells or the workrooms, one of you guys could be Jay Elbert? Rocky!
Uh-oh!
Well...
Stop it! What are you doing? I'm totally country, see? It would seem that Rocky has answered that question for us. No!
Rocky, it's all your fault.
The little guy loves you so much, it's enviable.
Right then, seize him at once.
Wait, there's something we must hear from this prisoner. It's necessary if we are to find the truth. I'd like permission to interrogate him.
Understood.
What do you want out of me?
Albert's escape route is linked to Knightley's cell, so it's highly likely he knows something about the crime. I'd like to ask you about the day the body was found. Those eyes. We're just like, holy shit,
Those
man.
eyes.
Like
Whoa,
a
he's
doll's
really
eyes.
pumped up right now.
Yeah, he is.
So it's you guys, you're the ones who found my secret tunnel? Yeah, it took me ages to dig that. The day the body was found was the day I planned to escape. It was in disguise. Then Rocky followed after me. But it was all covered in mud. I panicked to return to my cell.
Hmm.
Damn, if only you guys hadn't shown up, you meddling kids. If only Nightly hadn't died.
You say you dug the tunnel. What'd you use to dig it?
Oh, that? Just hammers and spoons, stuff like that. I bought them for the supplier, but it was all for nothing.
No need to lose your temper. As always, next time. On the day of the incident, it's possible that Elbert met Knightley while he was alive. We'll have to listen to his testimony carefully. Alright.
Let me at him.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so this is the same thing. Yeah. So it's you guys, you're the ones who found my secret tunnel. You just dig that. The day the body was found was the day I had planned to escape. I was in disguise. Let's press that. Did you obtain the guard's uniform from the supplier too?
Yeah, that's right. Seems you got it by threatening a guard.
Oh.
That guy went and stole it from someone's locker.
So when you went through the tunnel, you already dressed like a guard?
No, to ensure that the clothes wouldn't get stained with mud, I carried them with me. Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, getting out of the cell doors was simple. And that's when Rocky ran up and jumped on me.
That must be the moment the security camera captured.
Yeah.
I see. Could you add that to your testimony?
Wonder who the supplier is.
I don't think. No, it wasn't our assassin guy over here, Doggin. It was someone else that Doggin works with, if I'm correct. Or was he the supplier? I can't remember. My brain is
No,
pooped
Duggan's
after a long
not
day of work.
the supplier.
Alright, once he got out of the hole and changed clothes, getting out of the cell doors was simple. What do you mean it was simple? Getting out of the cell door was simple, you
The
say?
supplier is currently a mystery to us. That's why it's, in colored text.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to going through the tunnel, it was very simple.
You inhabit a prison, yet you seem to know the layout of the detention center quite well.
Yo! What's so wrong about that? Should I've been to the detention center too?
In that case, he should have known about it from the start. When Knightley was in his cell, the door would have been locked, which means there was one piece of evidence Elbert needed to escape. I see. No, now I want to go. I want to go back. Once I got out, yeah, cell door simple. By having the key.
Gotcha.
You say it was simple getting through the cell door?
Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that, huh?
Kind of.
Even though you managed to arrive at Knightley's cell, opening the door wasn't so simple. How'd you intend to unlock the cell door?
Yo!
J.L. Bird, you had the key to Knightley's cell.
Yo! I ain't got nothing like that. That's it. It was open. It was already unlocked when I got there.
Yeah, no.
Indeed, the cell was vacant after Knightley's death, which is why, at the time we conducted our investigation, it was unlocked. Your successful escape attempt occurred after Knightley's death, so the door would have been open. However, you had tried to escape once before then.
The plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. The video shows it.
Yes, that was during the animal show, before Knightley's death was known. And the cell door was locked because no one knew he was dead. Without the key to Knightley's cell, your escape would have been impossible.
Get
That means it can't be.
It's exactly what you think. In the case of the stolen key, the culprit is J.L. Bird. You were the one who attacked the guard, weren't you? The guard and Knightley too, in order to steal the cell key.
It wasn't me. I don't know any Nightly.
You don't have to know him to attack him.
After stealing the key, you returned to your cell as a precautionary measure. Then you waited for a time when the prison would be mostly vacant. That was just before Knightley's death became known, in other words, during the animal show. But in the end, the plan was foiled thanks to Rocky.
Don't screw with me if you don't have evidence. I still win by decision. Besides, it wasn't that Knightley guy who attacked the guard, right?
I think not. Regarding the theft of the keys, Knightley was the victim. This proves Knightley was the victim who was attacked in his cell. Prison investigation? No.
Oh my god, please stop. Stop with your weird ums. Okay.
Is it the small bruises on his head? That's my assumption.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Whoop. But we get a line
really
from
prove
him.
it?
Yeah.
Of course.
If you say so, then I get the feeling he was definitely the victim.
He's like, sure, if you say so.
Yes.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, this evidence proves nothing.
Huh? Really? I knew that.
Oh my god.
No, it's not easy to fool Judge Courtney. I have to remember the state of Knightley's cell. I have to show what happened between those two.
As I thought, you don't have proof, do you?
I forgot he was there until just now for the most part, to be quite honest. Because he's been
Really?
so silent. He hasn't said anything this whole part
I
until
haven't
just
forgotten.
now. You never forget about your boy.
I've been waiting. Yes.
Okay, I don't think it would be the bloodstained sheet. No. It was something about... Is it really the wiped floor? Because they talk about the state of his cell. I guess that is. Okay.
Okay.
In Knightley's cell, there were traces of his blood, which had been wiped away. I believe this is more than enough proof Knightley was attacked in his cell. You attacked those two people and stole the key, didn't you?
Damn. I never thought you'd find the bloodstain I wiped away with the newspaper.
Why would you go through all the trouble of wiping the blood stain?
On the hands of Knightley and the guard, there were obvious signs of a scuffle, you know. If the bloodstains were uncovered, they'd find out there was another attacker. And if anyone looked around the bed, a Donald dog would be discovered.
So you're trying to buy more time for your escape attempt. But I'm afraid to say your plan still ended in failure. Now then, hand over the keys to Knightley's cell.
Go.
Oh god. It was like it was one of it was
Bear, no.
It was one of those like slow-mo face punches.
It's like I just played Punch Out. Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
No way.
The bear's back.
How can I like you knock me out? Yeah, I got the keys right here.
Hey, thanks.
How's your throat?
Oh, it's hating this.
Oh. Hold it. If you have that key, then that means...
That's right, Judge Courtney. You reasoned that Knightley stole the key and used it to leave his cell. From there, he entered Mr. Key's cage and was moved to the workroom. However, the very foundation of that hypothesis has collapsed.
Ah!
Oh,
He said how.
I see. In that case, there was only one person who could have moved Knightley.
I like to imagine that he just straight up screamed how like that.
Yeah. And Cronin must have been someone who knew about the secret tunnel.
Today, are you suggesting? JL Bajan to arrest, pal. Wait, I didn't do nothing. Sure, I knocked those two out guys out, but they're still
I knocked those two out, guys.
And after that, I waited for the perfect time to enter the guy's cell. But that cell was empty then. There was no dead body either. And also, how could I have gotten into the workroom?
Why are you making his voice even higher for some reason?
I'm trying to make sure he doesn't go into Gumshoe territory.
Oh.
I couldn't even leave my own cell, right?
It's true you only had the keys to Knightley's cell, but there's also Doggin's dog.
What?
It'd be possible for the dog to carry the body from the cell to the workroom. Hey, Z, so you're saying there was an accomplice? The crime would have been possible if Elbert and Doggin were working together. It's perfectly plausible. Somehow Elbert managed to carry Knightley's body in his own cell.
And then the dog must have carried it to the workroom.
Yes, because all the animals can move freely in the prison. But that's not the case for the path between the detention center and the prison. The only one who could use that route was you, J. Elbert.
Hold it. What if there was another route that you didn't know about?
That couldn't have been. The tunnel is a straight path, is it not?
Yeah, seems like it. I didn't have enough time to dig any more than I did. And I dug halfway up the corridor.
What? You mean they didn't dig the entire tunnel?
When I got to that cell, the tunnel was already there.
What?
There's a tunnel linking my cell to the well. Looking down the well from the courtyard, there's no mistaking it. They've always been connected. I just connected the tunnel with my digging.
What was that hole doing there in the first place?
Who knows? Maybe another inmate dug it in an attempt to escape.
Or maybe the animals dug it. Maybe they wanted to drink from the well.
That's highly doubtful.
There's no water in that well anymore. It's all dried up. Huh? Wait a minute. That's it. For some reason, that well gave off a nice scent.
A nice scent?
I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet like candy.
The scent. I believe we've come across it before.
Yeah, on Knightley's
I
body.
know this scent from. It says on here this.
Yes.
Yes, it's a sweet scent. Natalie's body was giving off a sweet candy-like scent.
Remember the blankets by the well?
Yeah. We used a police dog to track that scent, and that led us to discover the tunnel. Choo! By any chance, could this be the same scent as the well?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I know what you're trying to say. That the scent proves the body was carried down through the tunnel.
Yes, exactly. And J. Elbert, you're the only one who could have used the tunnel.
Thank you, Mr. Elbert. Very grateful to you. At last the truth comes to light.
Oh boy.
Mr. Elbert, wouldn't it be wise to confess now? To being an accomplice, I mean.
Don't tell me even you suspect me too.
Judge Courtney, it seems you and I have come to the same conclusion.
Not at all. Our thoughts on this matter are still quite different. Mr. Elbert was certainly an accomplice, but an accomplice to Horace Knightley.
Huh? An accomplice to the man that was... Do you remember what you're trying to defend, right? You're trying to say that it was Simon Keyes who killed Horace Knightley, but the accomplice to but he was an accomplice to the Horace Knightley's murder by Horace Knightley? Wait for
yeah,
the what?
hold it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
And we're gonna find out what she means next time.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's gonna get crazy up in here.
Crazier, you mean?
Yeah, that's the way these games go. They just go until you hit the explosion like a firework.
Okay, Katy Perry. Oh god, no, stop. Spare
Okay,
the
copyright
internet.
because you're doing it so excellently.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
The best